看外面，没看上面，看上面，看上面那个桥，看左边有 train，
有 train 的没？
你看录到 train 吗？
有。
哇，厉害了！
我起来了，我没有睡了。
不要紧。
但是这个黑色的东西顶着。
不要紧。
In 600 meters, use the second from the right lane to take the ramp to Falcon Street, Crow's Nest.
Finally, we've arrived at Taronga Zoo. Right, children, wake up.
I'm already awake.
Okay. Yep. Oh, these ramps are designed many years ago, I suppose. Alright, perfect. Let's go. Look for a spot. Sydney is beautiful, but there are too much potholes on the streets. Everywhere is bad roads. I mean, generally it's okay, but it's not a city where I can drive without looking at the surface of the road. No, you can't. It's bad. What a beautiful view. Let's stop here.
Take a photo.
For a photo. Wow. So I came off from Bondi Junction and I wanted to look for a Wilson parking, and then the street was closed off and I drove down and this view, wow, just appeared. And with the bridge here, my gosh, what a view. And of course, with that backdrop and the DBX 707, what a beautiful sight. Okay. Okay. Most of the Audis we see here are either S4, S or RS. Seldom see the regular models. So my first time to Australia was in Melbourne 2010, and I drove this exact car. Mine was green. It's a Holden Commodore wagon, and this round, my second time, I'm in this, an Aston Martin DBX 707. Alright, and I came over to Bondi Beach and I spotted this car and I really wanted to park next to it. The one that I rented was not an SV6, it was a weaker 3.6 litre engine. I'm not sure SV6 is what engine, but it looks like some performance batch. But anyway, yeah, nice to see you. Commodore, Holden Commodore wagons. Yep. Snap another photo. Let's go check out Bondi Beach. Yep. What a stark difference. It's been 14 years. Right? And back then I had to pay for the Holden Commodore to rent it. But this round, thank you so much to Aston Martin Sydney for offering me the DBX 707. Right? And I think more Australians need to buy the Aston Martin DBX 707. It's such a fantastic car, and a lot of people actually came and asked me about the car. They love it, they love how it looks. They've never seen it. I think more people ought to purchase it because it's such a wonderful car to drive. Alright? Especially in the bends. Look how old the bridge is. Ethan, look up. how old this bridge is.
I don't know.
Look at the wooden frame down here, the black color one. These are made of wood. And up here is made of steel. Crossing the train tracks. I'm gonna show you a service residence condo with one of the worst layout that I've ever seen. Okay, I'm here now, the entrance, and this is this unit. This is how this unit looks like. And once you turn around, this is your foyer. Now, of course, they sell this and then they help the buyers to rent it out to tourists like us. But just think about, in terms of layout, okay, I'm gonna show you everything now. It's the weirdest, one of the weirdest layout that I've ever seen. You may think that it's limited by this, but no. I think those of you who are architects or interior designers, let me know, okay? This is not the structure of this, right? This is not part of the structure. This is done to create a room, okay? Anyway, you turn right, it's a powder room. And this is the ELCB and all that. And here's a narrow walkway to living and dining, okay, with this round window, and then this is a walk-in kitchen thingy, you know. All right, all seems pretty normal now. Sorry, it's just a weird layout. All right, back to the narrow walkway. This is a room. Another room, both without ensuite. All right, and then here you have a laundry, which can be a bathroom as well. This is another bathroom, very long, narrow walkway into the shower and bath. But this looks like the size of a toilet, worthy for a master room, but it's not a master room. This is the master room. And you'll be like, okay, this looks like a small room. This is a wall. This is a cabinet. This is a master room. Is this a master room? Oh, yes, it is. There's a tiny toilet attached here with a shower. It's just a weird layout. Weird. Okay, in totality, I would say this unit is up to 3,000 square feet. From the way I look at everything, it is at least 3,000 square feet. This is the worst ever utilization of 3,000 square feet. Horrible layout. There's one balcony here, sealed windows, and look at that window from the kitchen. Another window here. This is a balcony. It's just a weird layout. Whoever designed this, you should change your career. Right? You should do something else. You know, don't be an architect, don't be an interior designer. Just horrible. Okay? Final night, this beautiful bar called The Mill. And this is 8 p.m. in Sydney. What the dude? Boring AF. Alright, it's time to return the car. Actually, the time to return is tomorrow, but I'm returning it today because my flight is rather early tomorrow. So yeah, it's been a wonderful time. Okay, let me set my location first. I'm not familiar with this area. Aston, nobody's behind me. Martin, Sydney. Directions. Alright. Start.
Aston Martin Sydney may close within 1 hour of when you arrive. Head west on Grafton Street toward Newland Street.
Alright. And on my way there, I think I want to have a refuel. Probably here. there's one just nearby. Okay, let's go to that one and stop. Okay. Yep. I mean, it's only courteous to refuel the car. So the thing is this, I've been searching around different car wash. I wanted to wash the car, clean it up, refuel the car, which technically for media cars I don't need to, but for me it's something I want to do it because I really appreciate their help in arranging this car for me. So I've been searching around different car washes, right? And all of them have, you know, customers giving reviews where, you know, there are scratches on their cars and
Street toward Newland Street.
stuff like that. So I think I better leave the car back to them because they will have their appointed car wash with probably insurance coverage and all that, so that in case there are any damages that are incurred, they are covered by parties that are binded by contracts with them, as opposed to some random car wash out there, which those people may not be held liable for any damages, you know. So that was the thinking behind. Hence, I did not bring the car to a car wash. Okay. If not, I would have done it. Okay.
In 100 meters, turn right onto Vernon Street.
Beautiful. Let me fill her up.
Turn left onto Vernon Street, then your destination will be on the left.
Okay, let's fill up first. So in Australia, you fill up the car, then you go and make your payment. Alright? There we go. Oh, sorry. Forgot I was recording. Yeah. Anyway, this car, I have no words.
In 300 meters, use the left 3 lanes to turn slightly left onto Moore Park Road.
I've no better words to fill in, you know. It is extremely comfortable, fast, powerful, not exactly a fuel guzzler, and the best part is, like now, I am in Sport
3 lanes to turn slightly left
Sport
onto
Plus
Moore
mode.
Park Road.
Sorry for this, it's too noisy. I'm in Sport Plus mode now, and in any car of this power figure, put it a Cayenne or an Audi RS or M5 or E63 or Urus or what for that matter, when you put the cars into Sport Plus mode or the most extreme mode, they are barely drivable on day-to-day streets. I am now in Sport Plus mode. See, I'm throttling, I lift off my throttle, there is no sensation that all of you who have driven these cars will be familiar with, which is the jerking of the gearbox, the suspension that is just ultra harsh, boom, 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 you know? None of that in this car. Why? I mean, I am specifically reminded by Aston Martin's engineer during the global media unveiling drive that happened in Sardinia. I'm lucky to be the only one in Malaysia that was invited. In fact, yeah, the only one in Malaysia that was invited. And I got there, and there is one phrase that I particularly remember and salute, which is the engineers from Aston Martin, the chassis and drivetrain engineer, they said this. They say that in most modern cars, the setup for Sport Plus is a shortcut or a lazy job to make customers feel that they have purchased a car that is very capable in Sport Plus mode, but making it so harsh and undrivable to acknowledge that it exists, but in every way it is useless in almost any situation.
In 300 meters,
So what they
turn
mean
left onto
is
South
that
Dowling
modern
Street.
cars, they care to make you feel that your car has Sport Plus rather than let you experience what Sport Plus really is or means to that car. So most people, when you buy a Mercedes or BMW or an Audi or a Porsche or whatnot, when you engage Sport Plus, what is the first thing that you feel? Super harsh, super tight gearing, and then the car just goes, and then you're like, whoa, that's ultra aggressive. I bet the car is very capable when it's engaged. And then what you do? Nothing. You put it back to normal because it's barely drivable. Alright? You put it back to normal or put it back to sport. But what they did with this car is that they're like, how can they make the car having a Sport Plus mode that is so capable only when you need it? You see, it would be great if every one of us can drive our car in normal modes, and then at that very sudden moment that we need to have a sudden maneuver, we press Sport Plus, then we do that maneuver, which is technically impossible, right? Nobody has that kind of reaction time, and it's dangerous to expect that from the driver. But what Aston Martin did is that, hey, when you're going on a straight line, right, you do not need most of what Sport Plus has, which is the stiffening up of the suspension, or the twisting of the anti-roll bar, or the anti-twisting of the anti-roll bar, right, to keep you level. You don't need all that. You only need it when you are cornering. And then they look at the telemetries. Hey, there is a way to gauge how much weight or how much force is needed based on the angle of the steering, right, and the speed of the car, to determine, let's say if the speed is 120, right, a little twitching of the steering wheel does very little to the body roll of the car, right? No, the correlation of speed and steering angle would result in knowing how much force that is being pushed to this side and how much active anti-roll you need to activate, right? So they were thinking that, what if we are able to micromanage Sport Plus, right, in the car and pre-program it in a way that it feels so intuitive. That means, like when we are walking, we don't walk with our muscles fully tense up. It's only when we suddenly need to avoid somebody, we momentarily tense up our muscle, our core, and then we move for a while, and then we relax back and walk. That is what they are pursuing in this car. And I tell you, it may sound ridiculous, but you just have to go and test drive one, put it in Sport Plus right off the showroom, don't even bother about GT or Sport mode, and just roll off the showroom. You will hear the exhaust, you will hear things, but it will be perfectly comfortable, incomparable to any Sport Plus mode from any of its competitors, alright? All of them are undrivable on day-to-day road. Remember, I am now driving in Sport Plus, alright? Even undulations, even potholes, even all that, right? It's all dampened, super comfortable. But when you bring the same speed, the same setting, suddenly to a B road, you throw it into a corner, you'll be like, where is the body roll? Why does the car turn as if it has no weight? Why is the car so nimble? Why is there no tire squeals coming from such a big car at such a speed, at such a turn? And that is the amazing part of this car, alright? And I love everything about it. I even love this old design and the sound system. Oh my god, it's brilliant. And I'm okay with it not having a touchscreen. Of course, it will be more convenient, but it's all right. I like the click wheels and all that. I love the dial. I love the PRND buttons. I love everything about it. I don't need the new one with the little tiny gear lever. This is Aston Martin to my memory, okay? And the leather, the design, I just love it. I don't quite like the LCD display and the graphics. I just don't think the graphics are up to par with the graphics here, even though this one is the one that people complain. I like the UI and the graphics here, not the UI logic, basically the skin or the UX. Oh, not the UX, but the UI. Yeah. Anyway, that's a very nice dealership. Maserati MC20, Porsche M2, Corvette C8. Beautiful dealership. Yeah. Oh, Ferrari and Maserati dealership. That's the thing with countries like this, right? This is the official Ferrari and Maserati dealership, but they can display cars that their customers traded in there, and they can sell them. Yeah. Anyway, there is a number 5 here. I do not know what that means. Let me go and research it. But everything about this car, the touch point of this car, every surface. You know, that day I was just driving a GLC 300. There were so many sharp molding lines in the car, but of course, different price point, right? But it's just so nice. I love this car. Just love it. See, it's so comfortable. Of course, you can hear the tighter gearing, the way it drags the gears a little bit longer, but ultimately, it is just fantastic. Let me go back to GT. Oh, and it doesn't have that silly farts and all that. It doesn't do all that. I don't like those things. You know, it's just so nice. And now it's in GT mode. Oh, it's just lovely, lovely, lovely. Once again, thank you so much to Aston Martin Sydney and Aston Martin Asia Pacific PR team that helped me connect with Aston Martin Sydney and arrange this wonderful car for me. I took some videos of my driving footage and my journey in Sydney, and of course loads of nice photos. So you guys you can watch the video on my YouTube later on. Once I'm back to Malaysia, I'll edit the videos and all that. But overall, it's just nice. It's just a pity that I decided that, initially I wanted to wash the car and filled it back up. Just now I went to the petrol station, right? The gun just kept popping and popping and popping. I just hate it, you know, it keeps jumping, triggering that mechanism. And I managed to only fill up a quarter. It was like half tank. So I wanted to fill it back full, but it's alright, We have like 3/4, 3/4 to the 4th still available in the tank. And it would be nicer if I can return the car fully cleaned up. That's how I am. Even when we return the Airbnb that we rented, I clean up everything. We wash all the dishes, we fold back all the mattresses, the bed sheets, the pillows, and all that. And it's just a habit that I'm used to telling my kids to do, and I do that as well. So yep. Heading back to Aston Martin Sydney, arriving soon, and I'm gonna miss this car. I'm really gonna miss this car. This car is executed perfect. You know, the space behind, the rear seats, the comfort, the soft closed doors, everything about it. You know, it is. Yeah, man. If just that driving in Sydney, because of its really powerful engine, turbocharged and all that, right? It's basically pointless, you know. But on the outskirts, but I have to say that I'm very, very careful with my speed limit here. Occasional bursts is fun, but yeah, the car drives well. So the thing is that the car handles so well in its suspension and all that. And the car also is so comfortable. It made me realize one thing. The 700 horsepower of this car is not the only is not the only benefit or redeeming features of this car. There are much more to explore about this car, you know. Do I enter here? Yeah, I can enter here. Perfect. That's where I picked up the car. There's another one, and I'll just park it here, and we'll see. We will see. We will see. What a wonderful car. Alright, time to say goodbye to the car. Car is back here in one piece. I would have been a happier person if I can wash everything, clean it up before I bring here, but as I mentioned, they might have their own appointed car wash guy, because when I read the reviews of other car wash, some unhappy customers. But anyway, that's it. It's back here. Beautiful. No scratches, nothing. Been driving the car really carefully, and it's been serving me in my entire journey wonderfully. Beautiful car. Comfortable, luxurious. Sound system is great. Space is great behind. Comfortable, fast. Just overall brilliant car. And of course, the glazes and looks from bypassers, beautiful. Alright, cheers.